At the bottom of the stairs, they discover not just any old undercellars of a common house, but what looks like an ancient crypt. The work of the excavating team is evident. Torches sit on the walls, sputtering in the thin, dusty air, and rubble's been carried to either side of the original undercellars to reveal an ancient rusted metal door with a chest beside it. Not unlike others found throughout the city, though this one lies open. Among the debris at either end, Lilly spots an odd gem or two, presumably unearthed during the dig. She just hopes that this isn't the extent of wealth to be found here at the site. And she also hopes there's nothing dangerous either. Though clearly there is. Bones stepped on a false flagstone and discovered an array of spikes underneath. How in the realms did the excavation team avoid setting it off? The chest is empty and has no riddle within, obviously already solved. Hopefully Briley is still here. A young dwarf, with an earnest if inexperienced look, proudly wearing the symbols of Tyr. He must be Briley, the one she's supposed to meet.
Hail to ye!
Of course, this is Briley. I'm really sorry, but even nobility are prohibited from being here. I have to wait for word from Reverend Judge Oleff Uskar. Or I guess presenting the letter from Oleff. Thank goodness you're here. The plague's not been kind to our number, but the work of Tyr must still be done. Or asking about the site. The tomb we're in belongs to Miaslaznia Fairblade. It has been her resting place for a good many years, though I don't know exactly how long. Of course, that I think we heard. She was a trusted friend of Halueth Never, so hopefully this place will hold clues as to where the founder himself is buried. This one is very close to the surface, suggesting it may have been moved at least once in Neverwinter history, but no records tell of it. Alright, asking what else they've learned. The plague killed every member of the team that was digging it out. Well, sounds like a curse. What they knew mostly died with them. There is a journal, though. The scribe Jacob was supposed to detail what they found, but I've not read his account. It's in the chest. You may open it. And of course, we heard about Jacob from the follower of Telma at the Moonstone Mask. Alright, asking if they've located the other tombs, though Lilly may have done that independently. I don't know. Jacob's journal in the chest may say, but I was not instructed to read it, so you'll have to examine it yourself. I hope it proves useful. It would be a shame for him to have died without having shared his knowledge. Alright, asking what they've uncovered here. Doesn't sound like anything. Of course, I only arrived after the team died of the plague. I hope no one had the goal to disturb their bodies. But of course somebody did. Saying the journal may have more information. Asking if he's heard anything odd. I've been guarding this hole for several days now. I hear nothing but the scuffling of feet above and the screaming in my own head. Maybe there is something odd about the place. I'm sorry, I wish I knew of mysterious strangers or odd groups who would put my mind at ease and give reason to all this. For now, I just sit and hope that I'm not struck down myself. I must trust in the wisdom of Tyr. Alright. Remember to look at Jacob's journal in the chest. He may have included some valuable information before he, well, his blessed quill will have been put to good use detailing what they found. Strange. The quill is not here. Of course, Lilly met The man who took that quill. Alright. So Tyr's faithful fall to the Wailing Death after all. And with Briley's talk of hearing screaming in his head, it sounds as if he's not too far behind either. The Halueth Dig logbook. Lilly carefully reads the dusty tome, detailing the initial search for the tomb of Halueth Never. Though incomplete, it does point to possible locations for 3 other tombs related to the founder of Neverwinter, besides this one, of course. All of which Lilly has already found, believe it or not. One at the Great Graveyard in the Beggar's Nest, another in the aqueducts beneath the docks, and yet another in the Noble's Quarter of Blacklake, behind Telma's bookcase. It goes on to describe how the door to each is magically sealed, requiring a key, a token to be placed in a nearby chest, the solution to a riddle. And this particular tomb had a riddle as the others, which was diamond of the forest if the seasons never changed, for which the answer was an emerald. And here are 3 tokens which could in fact be the keys for the others. A ceremonial arrow, too flimsy to be of any real use, a splinter in flight. A ceremonial shield, also too flimsy for defense, a wall at arm's length. And a ceremonial sword, equally flimsy, tooth of the forge. Lilly, the recoverer of artifacts, smiles. She isn't even upset that Miaslaznia Fairblade's tomb has apparently been picked clean before her arrival. Treasure from over a millennia ago, gone. Treasure from a single tomb. Instead, she's been granted the keys to 3 other tombs elsewhere in the city. Each of them undisturbed. The spoils hers alone, and, of course, any worthless relics hers to sell to Gilles, for what he promised a better price than Oleff would offer. Briley's lucky he didn't read the logbook, and that she has what she assumes to be the only keys. Otherwise, there'd be one more Tyrran to add to those lost at the Miaslaznia Fairblade dig site, and only Jones to blame for not protecting his charge. Inquisitor General Black declares to her red-headed assistant that they are to proceed to the Tanglebrook estate, and might as well continue their investigation into the 4th and final missing Waterdhavian creature on the way, deduced to be the intellect devourer. So what is Lilly looking for? It's an apparently disembodied brain that moves about on 4 bestial clawed feet. It's the size of a dog and moves with frightening alacrity. A glistening, transparent membrane or sheath covers its horrible body, but she'd likely not find it in its natural form. An intellect devourer stalks sentient prey, and then uses its ability to steal a body to masquerade as its latest victim, allowing it to secretly penetrate areas rich in future prey. The aberration can even speak common when in possession of a body, or any other language known by the victim for that matter. In the distance, a man, but not a prisoner. If he's lucky, he knows how to fight. Alright, looks like an escaped prisoner. All alone, though. Little Red grimaces as Lilly explains the process by which an intellect devourer steals a body, insisting that the details are important when looking for clues. When the creature overcomes its target, It psionically consumes the victim's brain and enters the skull and merges its form with that of the dead creature. Thereafter, it can animate the body as if it were the victim's original brain. Though it will know very basic information about the victim's identity and personality, it won't have access to specific memories or knowledge previously held by the victim. That is, they're looking for someone with a hole in their head who's recently suffered grave memory loss and likely acting strange. Minor Globe of Invulnerability. Only 118 more to go. Examining people's skulls for holes and discovering they actually exist is one thing, but what really worries Lilly is the intellect devourer's psionic powers that can confuse, stun, or, what she fears most, drain the intelligence of his enemies. Evil indeed, which is why she's considering preparing protection from evil soon, for when they finally track the beast down. Or I think, I was probably going to stir up these prisoners. Alright. Want to sleep?
Enjoy this day!
Aelfin will reward us handsomely for your head.